This is after my brother's been killed, and I'm at my mother's in her kitchen looking at the headline in the Post-Tribune, which is Gary, Indiana's newspaper, which is where this happened and where I grew up. So the headline was "Gary Man Shot by Police." I was 23. Sitting at the table in my mother's kitchen, I'd been called home to Gary, Indiana from graduate school by an event that could not have happened. The headline in the Gary Post-Tribune was supposed to make it real, so I read it over and over, repeating the words in my mind. Gary Man shot by police. I'd read them too often in my hometown newspaper not to know what they signified. A no-thought headline announcing the shooting of an anonymous thug. Such a headline couldn't possibly refer to my brother Daryl. Important people's violent passing warranted outrage, regret, astonishment, and nobody in the world was more important than the brother who loved me. Gary Man shot by police? It hit me. To most of the world, my life's most shattering event was no big deal, because Daryl had been mistaken for ordinary. Not the average Joe ordinary that nearly every white guy is assumed to be. Even in Gary, the former murder capital of the United States, the shooting of the most undistinguished white man usually warranted more than a newsprint shrug. But Daryl was black ordinary, which meant his life didn't matter much. Not to the police who shot him, not to the reporter who wrote the terse, 6-paragraph report of yet another brother getting himself killed, and certainly not to the copy editor who took all of 3 seconds to compose Gary Man shot by police. Ordinary. Well, in some ways he was. Daryl wasn't short and he wasn't tall. He was neither linebacker thick nor tap dancer wiry. His eyes were warm and dark and kind, but no more so than millions of other young men's eyes. At 5'10", he was exactly the average height for an American male. He was just Daryl. And all that he was not, striking, brilliant, wildly successful, hardly mattered to those who couldn't imagine life without him. A regular man, he was like regular men everywhere, loved by his little sister with unremarkable completeness. Is it surprising that he died what has increasingly become a typical black guy's death?